and you can quote this on me. There is no way the Orioles or Red Sox make the playoffs this season. Uh, yeah, yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
I set the bar really low at the NBA predictions.
I don't think all Mavs fans look into the stats like I do.
It's not the great value Target brand toilet paper or whatever. It's the Charmin Ultra Strong.
I don't know if Nick Nurse is the coach for the Raptors. I don't know if he's the reason why they won the 2019 championship. I feel like that was more of a team effort.
The Mavs cannot say we do not miss Seth Curry shooting threes.
This questions the firing of Dwayne Casey, who I think is a very underrated coach.
To me, the Capitals really pushed all their chips for this season.
Hello, I'm Mike Grimes, and you've been listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. Thank you for following us, and make sure to check out all the videos we have posted the past few days. I'm Kevin, and I am joined by the man with the hammer, Austin.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word gavel, so that's why I said hammer.
Uh-huh. I was kind of confused, but then I kind of got the Judge vibes. So, I mean, he just hit 50 yesterday. He is on a roll, and is definitely, I think, the leader for MVP in the AL. What do you think?
Yes, that was who we were talking about before. I think he is the AL MVP. I guess people can put Ohtani in there, but I don't think Ohtani, because you said two. To me, it's just Judge because how great the Yankees have been, even though they were in a rough streak, and just the amount of homers Judge has hit this season. He's just been an incredible player. I was looking at his Savant page, and it's literally red in almost every single category for 2022. So it's just ridiculous. So who's the other guy you were thinking of?
For the AL, it was just these two, Ohtani and Judge. I don't think there's much going against either of them. The only issue with Ohtani is that his team is terrible for the 1,000th year in a row. Even though they have two of the best players in baseball. They beat the Yankees last night. Ohtani played well. Trout played well. They had good pitching. They're hard to beat when all those go true, but they normally don't have good pitching when Ohtani's not playing. And Ohtani historically hits worse when he's pitching. So while he is a great hitter, on nights that he is pitching, he normally hits worse, which makes sense because you're focusing on your pitching. But it's really close between those two, and I think the only difference is that Judge is going after something that no one's ever done without steroids, which would be 62 homers. And Ohtani is he's doing worse than he did last year, so he's not doing something anyone hasn't done because he did it last year.
Yeah, I agree, and I think you said it very well. Judge doing something incredible, not on steroids. Ohtani he's still doing what Ohtani does, and he's still a great player, but it's just not his best season. I think this is Judge's best season.
Yeah, if Judge continues on this road, he will pass his rookie season. His rookie season, he had 8 WAR. This year, right now, he has 7.6 already. He had 52 homers his rookie year. He has 50 homers this year. He just has to stay on this path, and yes, he would have his best season.
Okay, yeah, rookie year is 2017, correct?
Officially, yeah. Technically, he played in 2016, but he only played 27 games, so it doesn't count as his rookie season. His rookie season was the year after when he won Rookie of the Year and was second to MVP voting against a cheater. So,
yeah. So I just wanted to make sure and clarify that. So AL, pretty set in our opinion, and I think something drastic would have to change with Judge for Ohtani to take the lead. Now on the NL, I think there is a leader, but I think you can debate. I really think of two people right now, maybe a third. Two are on the same team. I'll go Nolan Arenado, Riley, and then Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt, I think, is the leader.
Yeah, Goldschmidt and Arenado both have 7.0 WAR, like the exact same WAR. Riley is a little bit further down, and I don't necessarily consider Riley a front runner. Like, for example, Jose Ramirez is in the conversation, and Jose Ramirez, if he has like one of the greatest ends to a season ever, could win AL MVP. The Guardians are not a team that many expect. I actually thought that they were going to do much better than most people thought, but I didn't say they were going to win the AL Central. And they are a team that is really doing much more than a lot of people anticipated. They're a playoff team. They're probably definitely going to make the playoffs. And if he goes off, yeah, Riley is in the same boat. Riley would have to have one of the greatest ends to a season ever, considering the fact that he's losing in practically every stat to one of those two people. Arenado is having one of the best defensive seasons of his career, and while I thought Riley should have won the Gold Glove last year, there's no doubt in my mind that this year it should be Arenado winning the Gold Glove. He's having his best season ever. WAR wise, not necessarily, because in 2019 he had 7.3, but he could easily pass that this season. He has a 308 batting average, 27 homers. It's really close. And then you go over to Goldschmidt, who I do agree with you is the front runner because he's batting 335. He's leading the NL in RBIs, batting average, on base percentage, slugging, OPS, OPS plus, and total bases. He is far and away the best offensive player in the NL, and it shows. He has been so dominant this year, it's really hard to see anyone above him, and I really don't unless something crazy happens and Arenado can pass him, which I think is the easiest thing to happen, but there's a very low chance that Riley or anyone else does because he set himself so far apart.
Yeah, I put Riley into the conversation because in July he just had an incredible July, and if he kept that up, then he could be a front runner. But not Arenado, very good. But Goldschmidt, you mentioned his stats. He's almost at the Triple Crown, and that hasn't been done since the 1930s in the NL.
Yeah, he's doing something again, just like Judge, never been done before. I mean, it has technically in the 1937 or 1939 season. I think it was 37, but does that even count? Practically every single person who's alive watching baseball was not alive when that happened. So I really don't think and that was so long ago. The game has changed so much. They were just exiting the dead ball era, which ended in 1920. So while it technically has happened, he's basically doing something we haven't seen ever before, especially from somebody in the NL, which is historically a worse off league when it comes to hitting. But now that they added DH to the other side, it's leveled the playing field hitting wise.
Yeah, and the Cardinals are first in the NL Central. The Brewers are 6 games behind, and I don't think they have to worry too much about the Brewers because they've just been struggling as of late, and I didn't think had a great trade deadline. So it's just Goldschmidt. We've talked about Goldschmidt and the Cardinals. Like both the teams are doing incredibly well for the leaders, and the leaders, I think, are the driving force behind their team's success. Judge more than Goldschmidt, because to me, there are a lot more established players on the Cardinals, and like you have Arenado, you have Yadi, Molina, you have Molina, Arenado, Goldschmidt. While with the Yankees, you do have Stanton, but he's struggled with injuries. Main offensive force to me is Aaron Judge on that Yankees team.
Yeah, he's definitely far and away the best player on that team, and you are right with the Cardinals having Arenado and Goldschmidt. It kind of makes you wonder why they're not even higher away from the Brewers. It's because they had a rough patch. But Judge hasn't been hurt all year, which has been a pleasant surprise to Yankees fans. I didn't expect him to get hurt. I think the mantra that he's always hurt or something like that doesn't really consider everything that's true. I I definitely think that he is a more healthy person than most people give credit for. But I'm really surprised by how Arenado's kind of bounced back this year, and Goldschmidt, he's hitting amazing. Neither of those guys have won an MVP, so I really don't care who wins between the two of them. Goldschmidt has been MVP, the runner-up twice. Not Goldschmidt. Arenado has been third, I think was his best year. I'm checking right now. Yep, he was third in 2018 in MVP voting. Both those guys are outstanding, and I'm fine between neither of them winning. But on the other side, I definitely think that it should be Judge, just because of how good his team is playing.
Yeah, I agree. And Arenado, maybe he just finally got acclimated to St. Louis. He was traded last year and just took some time for him get used to just going into that ballpark and on a daily basis. And then with Judge, this year he bet on himself. So mantra of betting on himself turned down a large contract and has done exceptionally well. So it'll be interesting. No matter where he goes, it will probably be the largest contract in history, maybe history of sports. We don't know.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. The way he plays allows him to be in the league for a very long time. He's a power guy, which means that he can continue to hit the ball far forever because you're not going to lose much of your strength as you go on. We're seeing Pujols have a resurgence at 42. So I really believe that it could be somewhere where we see Judge play and be effective into his late 30s. And also, he doesn't rely on speed at all. Even in the field, it's more about his arm. He can throw you out. So I think that even though he is 30 right now, I do think that a large contract is coming up. It just won't be as long as the Trout deal or any of these other contracts that we've seen.
Yeah, I agree. And so we just wanted to catch up on MVP races. That's where we stand. AL, pretty set. NL, there's a leader, but we can see something happen. Someone taking over. And so we'll keep you updated on that. And thank you for listening to us. And thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions. Austin, any final thoughts? And I'll let you close it out.
Nope. I'm excited. I got a new job. I've been promoted, guys. I get to close out the videos.